if we were preparing abhi tak, and now we're live on Facebook. Hello, people. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for watching Exposé with Kavvita Kapoor Khalsaa. We're on with another very special guest. And she is Rini Balasaria, and this is the last episode of this year. Can you imagine ending it with a bang? So who is Rini? Okay, she's an urban planner and a co-founder of an environmental initiative called Treewalks, and we're going to talk about that. In case you would like to know more, you can text her, contact her, or even us. We'll provide the links. She is a development consultant and a visiting faculty in in a few prestigious colleges in Ahmedabad, like CEPT, Nirma, and different universities. She, of course, grew up in many countries and has done Access Bars 3 years ago. So I just wanted to invite her because this is a different flavor that you get in Access, that they don't have to be a healer to be doing Access Bars, and this is the other flavor that you can experience. So thank you so much, Rini, for being here on my last show of the year, and I'm so excited to have you. I would like to know more about you. Now, over to you. So, having said that, how was life before doing Access Consciousness, Access Bars, and all? And what got you into it? That is, of course, the next question.
Thank you, Kavvita, for inviting me. Congratulations for the 22nd episode. I'm sure it's not easy. It doesn't happen by accident. So, So I actually had never heard about Access before I actually did it. I met you and you suggested that why don't you join us? And I just played along. I immediately connected with you, and I knew there was something that I wanted to learn. I mean, I was very open to the fact that there was more to life.
Your husband is a Reiki grandmaster, right? He's the one who's so imagine people having a healer at home, and then you will be like choosing some other modality is like a unthinkable thing. And as far as I remember, the first time we met, I'm sure like first time people think that कोई बेचने की कोशिश कर रहा है कि ले लो, that kind of thing. Did you feel that when we met for the first time? No, come, you will choose. So what did you feel?
No, not at all. In fact, I had to remind you by saying that, hey, let's set 22nd June, and is it on? I still remember.
22nd episode, no wonder. Oh, wow.
So I was actually chasing her because I just got very curious. I was not at all curious about any of the other healing modalities. Like you said, I had a lot of healers come home. I had a lot of seekers come home. There are classes going on in my own house most of the time. But I never felt that pull, to learn. But once I met you, I said, okay, let me give it a shot. Why not? The thing. And it's been so much fun. I think especially the bar, the swap that we done. And many things actually that we did. It wasn't just the swaps, the picnics. Then we used to have these sessions where we did free trials on each other. So I know. A friend of mine did facelift for me, which I loved.
Yes.
Then we did book readings at my place. I remember in the same room.
Being You is where we started reading that book at your place, I remember.
And it was I just loved that book.
It is. It's a beautiful book. It is beautiful. And for people who don't know, she sings. She's got a beautiful voice. We used to always wait for Rini to come so that, we could hear her sweet voice. And she loves talking, by the way. And it's amazing to have her around because she's got this vibrant, bubbly energy that, just uplifts everyone in the room. So it's been an amazing journey. So if I may ask you, what got you excited about getting into Access, and how was life before Access, if I have to kind of ask, before and after kind of a thing?
See, you know what? I don't have a very dramatic sob story to very, very happy. Okay, I felt everything was fine.
Yes,
I was kind of playing along even then. But uh, I thought, let me give it a try. There's more to life, you know.
definitely.
And that is what took me through. And I think, see, when I did the course with you, I remember there were two of us and we were
Yes.
totally like zonked. I mean, we didn't know what had hit us. And it would have been very easy to step back and say, okay, I'm not interested, really.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because we felt tired, we were thirsty, we said, oh, what is this? Something's happening. But because we kept coming, I think I've really missed a swap class,
Yes, you did.
session.
You were very regular.
Those were so much fun, and listening to each other's stories made the tools very important for me, and which has actually helped me during this COVID
COVID.
time where we
Yeah.
can't meet each other.
Yeah.
I'm still using those. And then I
Oh,
started doing, which I love, MTVSs.
oh, yes, body process, because you stepped up in learning body process. That was amazing.
Yes.
So the thing is, people, I just want to tell you, you don't have to have a problem to learn that, okay, I have a pain point, that's why I'm coming into bars or access. You can just do it wherever you are. You will only get better from wherever you are. That's the whole thing about access. You don't,
Yes.
you can be really enjoying your life. Like Rini is saying that, there was no problem as such. And I don't have a sob story that, oh, pehle मैं बड़ी दुखी थी,
Ah,
now मैं बहुत खुश हूँ, but she was happy. She got happier. Is the whole difference.
yes, precisely. That's exactly what it is. And I used to look forward to my Tuesday classes, sessions at your place. And everybody, you can see 8 beds, you know,
Yes, yeah.
set neatly, and people are just laughing because there was so much to talk about and a
Seriously,
beautiful energy.
lovely
Yeah.
energy that would get created. Having said that, okay, so any experience that you would that could inspire people, or anything that you would want to say that, this was there and I never thought and this happened, like, or got created. Anything that comes to
Yeah.
your mind? Yeah.
Yeah. See, one was that once I learned MTVSs, I kind of felt very confident about my own health. So
Yes,
I
yes, yes.
had this huge dust allergy problem, okay, and I'm very prone to colds. But after I learned MTVSs, whenever I kind of feel that I'm going to fall sick, I just kind of start and I'm fine. That is one
Wow.
thing. Yeah. The other thing was my husband, Lokendra, very often used to complain about a headache. So
Hmm.
I could, give him bars and he would feel great, you
Oh,
know.
lovely.
Yeah. And he always, of course, encouraged me to get into that. But it was really nice that I could help somebody, you
Oh,
know.
yeah, and that to your own husband.
Yeah. And Kavita, the best part is even though I would try and heal his headache, what finally happened was his vision got corrected. And he
Wow.
can now read without his glasses. So
Oh
that
my
was
God.
amazing, which was
Really? That's a fabulous experience. I did not know this. This was wonderful.
this is that, and I didn't realize that actually vision correction is usually not possible.
It is
So we
not, yeah.
happened to go for a test, and this guy is saying, you don't need your glasses anymore. And I said, Acha hoga, aisa hota hai. He said, I don't know, this is the first time I've seen it happen.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
yeah, so that
And
was
we do have a body process called correcting vision,
okay.
which opens up a lot for people. But बाहर से आंखें ठीक हो जाना is
I
amazing.
know.
That's wonderful.
And
So
I
tell me.
didn't know about this vision correction thing in
Oh, yeah, yeah,
MTVS.
yeah.
I didn't know. So,
No, but see, different people have the whole idea of doing this is different people have amazing different breakthroughs, bigger or smaller. That doesn't matter, but they have amazing breakthroughs to talk about. And this, like if had you not shared, I would, I can probably use it in my classes that people can get whatever they are desiring for. So you did not have an intention ki I'm going to do this now, his eyes will get better. But in the
correct.
entire process, it's the person who you're running your bars on will choose what they would like to change in their life.
Absolutely. The other thing, in case, I mean, I forget because I'm talking so much, is that, no, really, is that, once, I mean, I'm fairly non judgmental as a person, but still one gets engrossed in the outcome of a lot of
Yes,
things. After
yes.
bars, I don't know, it gave me a lot of strength. So I don't kind of just give up on something very
Oh, that's
easily. I kind
wonderful.
of, I step back and I'm like looking at it from a distance and seeing, abhi bhi time hai. Maybe things are going to change and it'll work for me. So let me not give up. So that push is a huge thing in my psyche.
Yes, because we tend to give up just before the finishing line and say
Exactly.
देखा नहीं हुआ, and now you're like चल देखते हैं क्या होता है. It's
Yeah,
a different way of rewiring your brain, it seems.
absolutely. And how does it get better? Kind of a
How does it get better? Seriously,
simple things, you
it's
know.
a brilliant experience. So where do you see yourself 5 years from now, if I have to ask you that question?
See, you know what, Kavita? I don't plan. I think the shortest I've planned is probably 9 months when you have your babies. But I'm open to whatever life has for me. And
Agree.
I get a lot of strength, as I said, from the tools.
Yes.
Yeah, and another thing that I would like to share is what Gary always says. You might want the world, but if you're sitting pretty on a chair, you're not going to get it. Even with access, you have to act. So that is very important. So what else is possible in action?
So so one main thing is, it's not that you've just done the session and things will, start showing up.
Work for you. Yeah.
Yeah, they will work for you, but you have to take your actions so that they actualize in this reality.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, that's so true. That's so true. So, and few words before you leave for people around you, your peers or otherwise, be elderly, younger people, whoever. What would you like to share or contribute to them? Your inspiring words.
Okay. See, nobody's asked me this ever. So thank you, Kavita, for giving me a chance.
Yes, yes,
Nobody is listening to their own mothers. Nobody is listening to friends. So, okay. So now that I've got screen time, one
yes,
is I think I would love for us to be kind to ourselves.
oh yes,
We very often confuse it with selfishness. We've had a lot of discussions on this, and I'm very serious about this. Be kind to yourself. That is so important, especially I think for women, because we are double burdened, with a lot of responsibilities that not everybody has. The other is to be, I think, open to your outcome, which doesn't mean don't root for what you're doing, what you
yes.
want, but be open. So,
So basically, what you're saying is, don't be vested in the outcome. Be working towards it, but don't be vested in it. Let
yes,
the
yes,
universe work for you.
yeah, that's it. That's it. And also, I have learned that, there's this magic about everybody, everything. So
Yes.
be tolerant. I have learned to be tolerant after access, meaning,
Allowance. Allowance.
allowance. Yes, that's the word.
Yeah. Because see,
Be in allowance.
when we tolerate, we suppress something to prove that we are fine with somebody, but when we are not. But the energy kind of is, conflictual. When you're in allowance, you're letting them just be. It's okay. You being you,
Yeah.
they being,
Okay.
you have this space that gets created with, like, you can have fun or whatever, in that space.
Allowed. See, this is another thing about access. Access has its own lingo.
Yes.
Thank you for giving
Yes.
me the right term. This is huge thing about this English. The access English that I always had from the beginning.
Oh,
Oh my
yes.
God, but this is wrong grammar. But yeah.
Yes. There is a different energy to the words, and then you start using those words, something starts changing in the universe.
Yes.
It's that fun with things. So tell me, how do you think that your tools have contributed in creating Treewalks, or has contributed to Treewalks? Because see, the fact being that Access talks about contributing to Mother Earth, and it talks a lot about nature and how nature is contributing. You're already doing that, which is phenomenal stuff. She and her husband, doing these tree walks in Ahmedabad. But how do you kind of see Access integrating with this?
This is a really good, interesting question. Because in tree walk, when we find this really old tree, we
Yeah.
actually meditate.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, we touch the tree and we meditate. There's something called a forest bath, which means
Uh-huh.
you're walking on, the leaves of a forest, and
Oh,
the sounds and the energy actually detoxes you. So
yeah, yeah,
conceptually, there are a lot of things. Uh,
yes,
for me, what I felt with Tree Walks is, one is that it opened me up to a lot of things.
yes.
You can, I don't know, intuitively, or I don't know the right term maybe, but you kind of, we've been blessed with a lot of people who are following us even now
Yes, yes,
through
yes,
through our webinars. Tree walks is a very physical activity. It's really walking along the trees. And
yes.
after COVID, we thought that maybe we'll have to think of something else. But Kavita, I'm so happy to share that we're actually doing better.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's amazing how people of Ahmedabad have contributed hundreds of saplings and are composting at home. So you're not creating garbage. They're saving their own seeds, gifting plants to one another. We tell people not to buy because nature doesn't ask you to pay. So why are
Yeah,
you paying, kind of a thing?
right, right, right.
So yes, tree walk. I'm sure.
This is about creating greater awareness, and what you're doing with nature is creating that greater awareness with people for what nature can do and what you can contribute. This is brilliant.
Yeah, and people feel so so relaxed, because you get connected to this higher energy,
Yes,
which
yes.
is so giving, and you're so ready to receive when you're in the outside,
You
in
bet.
the outdoors.
It's all about receiving. If you're willing to receive, that's that's a beautiful experience, and I'm so glad I had you towards the end of this year. And happy New Year to all, and may this to 2021 be a fantastic, fabulous year. Which I know for a lot of people, 2020 was not such a great year, but I think it was. It contributed a lot to a lot of people also.
Hmm.
They had chance to go within, and it was more of inner development than anything else. um
Yes.
so having said that, may you have a fabulous year, and may you be as joyful and vibrant as you always are. So see
Thank you,
you.
Kavita, for having me over. This is a huge honor for me. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you so
I
much.
feel so honored that you're there. Thank you for accepting my invitation. That was the only thing that I was like, oh, I could have Rini, because you've had 3 amazing years with Access, which is still going on. So, and you've created so much of difference in the society, and that's what this Access is all about. So, thank you so much for being you.
Thank you so much, Kavita, for having these series and sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, people. Bye bye. See you.
Bye.